video, I'm going to show you the complete step-by-step path to go from beginner to AI engineer in the next 12 months. We'll cover exactly what to learn, in what order to learn it, which skills actually matter, and how to build projects that can help you learn your first AI engineering role. Let's get started. AI engineering is one of the highest paying careers in tech today. Experienced AI engineers at top companies regularly earn over $200,000 per year in base salary alone, before stock options, bonuses, and other benefits. And the crazy part, we are still in the early days of the AI revolution. The demand for AI engineers is exploding, and companies are struggling to find people with the right skills. Now, if you already have a background in software engineering, data engineering, or machine learning, transitioning into AI engineering is relatively straightforward. But what if you are starting from zero? No computer science degree, no coding experience, no AI background. Can you still become an AI engineer? Absolutely, and that is exactly what this roadmap is for. To become an AI engineer, you need to master exactly 3 core areas: technical skills, soft skills, applied skills. Technical skills are the tools of the trade. This includes programming and software engineering, databases and data management, cloud infrastructure and DevOps, AI and LLM fundamentals, RAG and knowledge systems, AI agents and automation, and production-grade AI systems. First, we have programming and software engineering. AI is 10% model course and 90% software engineering. You need to be rock solid in programming with Python or Node.js for your AI logic. But you also need to know how to structure your code so it doesn't fall apart when you hit 1,000 users. We are talking modularity, clean architecture, and testing. If your code is messy, your agents will be too. Second, databases and data management. An AI is only as smart as the data it can access. You need to go beyond standard SQL. You have to master vector databases like Pinecone or pgvector to store information in ways an LLM can actually understand. This is about data lifecycle management, how you clean, chunk, and index information so it is searchable, accurate, and cost-effective. Third, cloud infrastructure and DevOps. Your project is useful if it lives only on your laptop. You need to be comfortable with Docker to containerize your work and CI/CD pipelines to automate your deployment. You are building systems that need to live in the cloud, handle traffic, and stay online. If you can't deploy it, you haven't built it yet. Fourth, AI and LLM fundamentals. You can't just rely on magic prompt engineering. You need to understand the mechanics, tokenization and context windows, and latency. You need to be the one who knows exactly when to use a massive frontier model and when a smaller, specialized one will do the job better and cheaper. This is how you master performance. Fifth, RAG and knowledge systems. This is your competitive advantage. RAG is how we ground AI in reality. You are moving beyond simple search into hybrid search and graph RAG, mapping complex relationships so your AI doesn't just guess an answer, but finds the absolute truth in your data. Sixth, AI agents and automation. A chatbot just responds. An agent executes. This is the future. You are going to learn orchestration frameworks that let you build hierarchies, a CTO agent that plans, manager agents that delegate, and specialist sub-agents that do the heavy lifting. You are building teams of software, not just scripts. And finally, the seventh pillar, production-grade AI systems. This is where the $200,000 salaries live. This is the LLM Ops. Can you monitor your agent's thought process with Legsmith? Can you put guardrails in place for GDPR and security? Can you control your cloud costs so you don't burn your entire budget on a bad prompt? This is the bridge between a demo and a real revenue generating business. Master these 7 layers and you stop being a hobbyist, you become an architect. Now that you have your technical toolbox, you move to the most important part of your career, applied skills. This is where you break the gap between being a coder and being an AI engineer. It is the ability to take everything you just talked about and turn it into a product that delivers real-world value. Because companies don't hire based only on technical knowledge. They want you to shape production products and debug your product when something breaks. If a technical skill is, I understand RAG, agents, LLMs, cloud, and databases, and applied skill is, I built and deployed a production RAG system with evaluation, monitoring, and real data. This is what applied skill means. By trying to build a real product, you definitely need to master first system design and product thinking. Most people try to build a chatbot. A professional AI engineer builds an asset. You need to understand how to design multi-tenant systems, manage different price tiers for your users, and structure databases for growth. You aren't just writing code, you are designing a business solution. Second, prompt engineering as code. A real AI engineer treats prompts like software. You need to manage version control for your prompts, build systems for variable substitution, and most importantly, create evaluation frameworks to test if your AI is actually getting better or worse over time. Third, economic awareness. This is a superpower. Employers love engineers who understand the bottom line. Can you calculate your token costs? Do you know when to use a cheaper model versus a frontier model to keep the product profitable? When you can talk to a manager about ROI and cost per query alongside your technical architecture, you've reached the top 1% of the field. Ultimately, applied skills are about the building public mindset. You need to be able to take a messy, ambiguous business problem and translate that into a deployed, secure, and GDPR compliant system. That is what solves problems. That is what generates revenue, and that is what gets you paid. Finally, we reach the soft skills. Soft skills are the force multiplier for your technical ability. You can be the smartest engineer in the room, but if you can't get your ideas approved, your team to follow your architecture, or your clients to trust your product, your career will plateau. Here is what it actually means to have high-level soft skills in the AI space. First, the ability to translate tech. Your job is to be a bridge. You need to take complex concepts like Agentic RAG and explain them to a non-technical stakeholder in terms of business impact. If you can explain to a manager that a specific architecture change will reduce latency by 20% and save $5,000 in monthly API costs, you stop being a cost center and start being an asset. Second, critical thinking and problem solving. In AI engineering, things break, models hallucinate, prompts fail, and data gets dirty. You need the critical thinking to look at a failed system, diagnose why it happened, and propose a solution that doesn't just put a band-aid on the problem, but fixes the underlying logic. It is about being calm under pressure when the magic doesn't work. Third, communication and collaboration. AI is not a solo sport. You'll be working with designers, product managers, and other engineers. You need to be able to give and receive feedback, document your systems so others can build on top of them, and articulate your vision for the product. If you cannot write a clear POD or document your API architecture, you become a bottleneck, not a driver. And finally, product ownership. This is the rarest trait of all. It is the ability to care about the user. Don't build AI because it's cool. Build it because it solves a painful problem for a real human being. When you have the soft skills to understand the customer's pain and the technical skills to build the solution, you aren't just an engineer anymore. You are a product builder. So you've got the technical tools, you've mastered the art of application, and you understand that your income is a direct reflection of your competence. But here is the problem. Information without structure is just noise. If you try to learn all of this at once, you will burn out in 2 weeks. You don't need more tutorials. You need a system for mastery. You need a clear roadmap, and let me propose you a 12-month evolution that moves you from a coder to an architect. It follows a production-first philosophy, meaning you build, deploy, and monitor your work from day one. Phase 1, the engineering foundation. It will take you 3 months. The goal is to build the software engineering foundation required to create production-ready systems. The first step is to choose a programming language, JavaScript or Python. Once you've made your choice, find a comprehensive full-stack course in that language and focus on mastering the fundamentals. If you choose JavaScript, I highly recommend the Scrimba full-stack developer path. It covers all the essential foundations, including JavaScript, Node.js, React, Next.js, databases, APIs, and more. Get a 20% discount by using my affiliate link. After completing the course, build your own full-stack application. It doesn't need to be production ready yet. The goal is to apply what you've learned by building something real. For example, you can create a full-stack portfolio builder similar to the project showcased on this channel. Once you've finished the project, document the entire process and share your journey on social media. This will improve your communication skills, personal branding, and ability to explain technical concepts. Phase 2, Data and LLM Fundamentals. It will take you 3 months. The goal is to understand the AI side of the equation before adding more complexity. At this stage, I recommend taking a dedicated AI engineering course. The Scrimba AI Engineer path is an excellent choice. In this course, you will learn AI fundamentals, prompt engineering, vector databases, retrieval augmented generation (RAG), AI agents, LLM integrations, production AI workflows. Get a 20% discount by using my affiliate link. After completing the course, build your first AI agent. For example, on this channel, you'll find a project called Build an AI Agent CLI from scratch using LangChain and TypeScript. This project will teach you agent architecture, tool calling, memory management, prompt engineering, LangChain fundamentals, real-world AI applications. After completing the project, document everything and share your progress on social media. Phase 3, Agentic RAG and Orchestration. This will take you 3 months. The goal is to move beyond simple AI agents and master agentic AI systems. During this phase, focus on learning advanced RAG, hybrid search, graph RAG, query routing, multi-step retrieval pipelines. Also learn orchestration with linked graph, stateful agent workflows, multi-agent systems, human-in-the-loop architectures. Once you've learned these concepts, build an agentic RAG system. A perfect example is the project we built on this channel, multi-tenant software as a service knowledge system powered by agentic RAG. This project is your first truly advanced AI engineering portfolio piece. By building it, you'll master multi-tenant architecture, agentic workflows, advanced retrieval systems, user authentication, knowledge management systems, software as a service architecture, context engineering, production-grade AI design patterns, scalability considerations. This is the type of project that immediately differentiates you from most AI engineers and demonstrates that you can build real-world AI systems, not just demos. Once completed, showcase the project publicly and publish detailed documentation explaining your design decisions. Phase 4, LLMOps, Scale and Production. This will take you 3 months. The goal is to learn how to deploy, monitor, and scale AI systems in production. Focus on deployment with Docker, CI/CD pipelines, AWS, infrastructure automation. Also, observability with Lensmith, monitoring token usage, latency tracking, error analysis, production debugging, and most importantly, cost optimization using caching strategies, model routing, guardrails, cost monitoring, resource optimization. The great thing is that the multi-tenant knowledge system from phase 3 can be extended to include all these production concepts. By the end, you'll have a single portfolio project demonstrating AI engineering, agentic RAG, multi-agent systems, software as a service development, LLM ops, monitoring, deployment, and cost optimization. In other words, you'll have a complete end-to-end AI product. Once you've completed this roadmap, you have 2 powerful paths forwards. Path 1, become a force multiplier at a top-tier company because you've mastered the entire AI engineering lifecycle from backend architecture to LLM ops. You won't simply join a team, you'll elevate it. You'll be the engineer who understands how to build scalable AI systems, optimize cloud costs, and deploy production-ready agentic workflows. Companies aren't looking for people who can write prompts. They are looking for engineers who can shape systems, and that is exactly what you'll be. Instead of desperately applying for jobs, you'll be evaluating which opportunities are worth your time. The second path is entrepreneurship. Once you've mastered these skills, you no longer need permission to build. You will have the technical skills to create software as a service products, the AI expertise to build intelligent systems, the engineering discipline to scale them, the communication skills to market them. You'll be able to turn your own ideas into real products and potentially generate income from assets you own. The same skills that make you valuable to employers can make you valuable to customers. This roadmap is not just about getting a job, it is about creating options. When you develop the skills set of a senior AI engineer, you gain the freedom to choose how you want to create value. You can join a world-class company, you can build your own business, or you can do both. The important thing is to start. Don't just watch this video and move on. Download the roadmap, pick your first project, and start building the version of yourself that the industry is willing to pay $200,000 per year for.